So here we have a 2002 Chevy Avalanche. Right here is an AL2000 EDP remote start car alarm. You also have your IM06 bypass module to make the truck start. You got the monster wires here that come out. These monster wires here are all getting tied into your ignition up here, coming right off the column. So where the wires come from the key, they come down, you tie everything into there for all these big wires. You got to take the IM06 to make it start. These have to be tied into some ignition wires and some starter wires, also connecting the little wires in with the big harness that we had to do. So this thing's all wired in with a hot and a ground. I got some grounds connected right here for the unit. For this particular model, your door lock system is right here. It's a blue and a white. So we got these wires. This unit takes a positive pulse door locking system, which comes down and is actually called a DLPP3. Plugs right into the unit. You don't have to do no fancy wiring. Just plug it in. This other little collage of wires here goes to multiple accessory outputs and whatnot. Brake light, a brake switch wire, which has to get tied in right there in the brake light. So when you step on the brake, you get a 12-volt signal. There's some that run out down underneath the dash. They also run, one of them runs through your hood pin switch, so that way when the hood closes, the system will arm itself. Won't allow you to start the vehicle if the pin is up in the air. You won't be able to start the vehicle. I got another one that's tied into my headlight right here. I tie them in right out at the headlight bulb at the front. The other one goes across to the horn. It's up in the front. We'll close this hood. The only other plug you got here, this one here, is for the sensor on the alarm. I've got that down and around and plugged in right here into the side of this. So there's the alarm, the sensor for it. And the other thing you have is your antenna wires coming out that all plug in. You just go up to the antenna up there on the windshield. So you have simple stuff. Antenna wires plug in. Your harness wires right here that run in to do your hood pins and your headlights and brake light switch. As for your siren, plug it in. This is the main power for the unit, coming right off the steering column. And outside of that, your door locking mechanism. The only thing this thing here is doing is taking the negative pulse coming out of the unit right here. The unit itself puts out a negative pulse. This changes it to a positive pulse. No relays needed. This does it all inside that little black box. The only other thing this brown wire is for, it gets hooked up very last after you program this and get it all wired in. Outside of taking care of the mess of the wires and cleaning things up, this unit comes with a two-way remote, so you can actually physically see what they're doing to your car. It also comes with your standard remote. This particular model, you need to push both the lock and unlock at the same time. Here goes your dash lights. Your vehicle is now running. It's wired in properly. Your stereo system should come on and start playing. the brake light switch you had to hook up. That's in case I jump in your car and try and steal it, and I step on your brake to take it and put it into gear. It kills the vehicle. Outside of that, pretty simple. Everything just plugs in. Not too much of a headache. This thing probably took me an hour and a half maybe to just wire it in. Nothing more than tying in ignition wires into the main harness that got to go down to the unit. It's like the yellow one. Same thing, just goes from the unit around and right back up in the ignition. Outside that, ain't much to it. Good to go.